Hey Transformer fans, XL Prime here back in another video, and today is going to be a review on Transformers Kingdom, Waspinator. So we're going to take a look at the box. He looks fantastic. Nice robot mode, nice insect mode, beast mode, Waspinator, Transformers, Generations Takara. On the back of the box, yes, my copy, this is the only one I've been able to find, and the box was a little busted up right out of the box, but hey, whatever. We got Waspinator here, 20 steps. These look really good. Great representation of this figure, and Kingdom right on the side. So sit back and relax, and remember to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, so it'll support my channel. And here I have Waspinator in Wasp mode, and he looks fantastic. The purple wings stand out big time. They're clear, translucent like, hard plastic. Nice molded detail here to make it look like wings. The front of the beast mode, the head sculpt, looks really good. Does capture a wasp head. Just go with that. The antennae are articulated and everything, so you can adjust them to whatever way you want them, either way. The legs are on two different pegs. You got the back two on one, and then the front are on a separate one by themselves. So you can adjust them any way you want. So it works out really well. The other thing is the back end of the bee, or wasp, they did a really good job on that. The transformation cleans up pretty well, considering this is very similar to the Throwing 30, so if you have that figure, you may not need this figure, or you just want this to complete your Kingdom Wave 4 collection. So there is that. But overall, this mode is really awesome. So here we have him here. We're just going to adjust that leg. And we're going to bring in Leader Class Megatron, just to give you an idea of how big Waspinator is in Beast mode compared to T-Rex Megatron. And then also we have fellow Deluxe Wave 3 Scorponok, just to give you an idea there. Looks really good. And then finally we're going to bring in Wave 4 mate Shadow Panther, and he looks really great together. So they did a really good job so far with these two figures for Wave 4. I'm just hoping to see what else they bring to the table. But for right now, Waspinator is very cool. Just want to bring up one final look at that head sculpt there. It does have the Predacon logo right there. I really like this green, the yellow, the black, the purple. Overall, great job. I'm going to go ahead and start the transformation, and here we go. So you're just going to pull back on the legs. It's going to untab these pieces right in here. And you're just going to unfold him. I'm going to go ahead and straighten out the feet now. Do the first thing. Just like that. Come over to the other one. You just want to get that front part of the foot in right there. So it should look like this. Then I'm going to grab a hold of his legs and just rotate them. Okay? It's going to pop this piece out. Going to rotate. Okay. And what you're going to do next, you're going to bring this up. There's a peg right here. It's going to slide right in. So you have the lower half of the bee, or Waspinator robot mode, complete. Then you can come up here. I'm just going to unfold his shoulders. Just get them out of the way. Next up, I'm going to take his head and just pull down. Because it's on this piece is on a hinge back here. There's a little tab right here that goes into that little hole right there where my finger is going. Okay? And just bring it down, push back on the hinge right here, and then bring down. Just like that. It just sits there. There's nothing to tab in. everything relies on this hinge right here. Just want to point that out. And then next up, you're just gonna extend, open up his chest or wasp head. Then you're gonna clean up his shoulders here. So he's all nice, cleaned up. And last piece, his weapon. Take your thumbnail, just pop that right out, just like I did. Weapon in place. Readjust the wings. You can have the wings, and this is where he gets a little weird because this tab right here is a little loose. So when you go to slide that in, so once it's in though, it's good. Once you start moving them around, it starts to get a little loose. But once you got that, and one other thing I wanted to point out, his chest, when you go to extend this out, there's nothing to like, when you open them, it doesn't lock. So they're gonna move constantly back and forth. Okay? At least on my copy, from what I've seen. So if you close the mandibles right here, then that's going to cause this to close. So as long as you keep them open, kind of keep it just like this, it's just fine. And we're going to just readjust that wrist right there. Now it looks really good. So there is Waspinator Kingdom Wave 4 Deluxe in robot mode. So let's take a closer look at Waspinator, and there is the head sculpt. I'm going to start with that first. It looks awesome. Very Beast Wars like. They did a really good job on that. On the back it is like that purple, but overall they have that nice aesthetic there for that head sculpt. Going down to the torso, it looks good. Obviously it's the wasp head, it's just opened up. So that's supposed to be his chest. Did a good job on that. The waist articulation, due to how that peg is in there, you can get full 360 on the waist, but then the mandibles, I guess that's what you call these things, they kind of get in the way. So it's just sitting there, just to lock in and everything like that. But you can do a full 360 if you want to. But it kind of disrupts the transformation and that peg that's in there to hold that in place. The arms are on a full 360. The shoulders are. You have a bicep swivel. So you do have wrist articulation right in here. Wrists are just super tight, but you can get a full 360 there as well. The one thing I forgot to mention, the head is on a ball joint, so you can get some motion there, side to side, which is actually a good thing. Head can do a full 360. Not sure why you would want to do that, but you can. You can do the splits. There is a little bit of thigh articulation here, which is good. Knee bend 90 degrees, and he does have ankle tilt. So overall, he does have really good articulation for a deluxe figure. One other thing I wanted to point out, the wings are articulated like just how I showed off in its wasp mode. So these things can do a full 360. So I just wanted to point that out. So overall, this guy is awesome in robot mode. Here we have Scorponok from Kingdom Wave 3 next to Waspinator. Let's give you an idea how tall he is next to him. Next up we have Shadow Panther. Looks really good. And Leader Class Megatron. That scales pretty well. Looks really good. So my final thoughts on Transformers Kingdom Wave 4 Deluxe Class Waspinator. Well, He brings a lot of different interesting things. The colors on him, the purple, the green, the yellow, the black, the brown. It's really cool. It's a great representation of both its wasp mode and also his robot mode. He is also a fan favorite character from the Beast Wars series, and definitely one of my favorites, especially when he gets blown up or dismembered or smashed into a cube, and he still has to take himself to the CR chamber, which is pretty cool. The other thing I want to just bring up, I did get the Unicron card, so finally I got something different. So then it looks like Unicron is attacking another planet. It looks like maybe Cybertron. It's just really hard to tell on camera. But overall, I think the card is cool. The rest of this figure, the transformation is fun. The weaponry it's okay. The only downside to this figure is when you remove this weapon here, it just empties this out, so you don't want to see anything, and the rest of his legs and the back are hollow. But that's very, very minor for this figure. I think this is a great figure for Kingdom, and I can't wait to see what else comes in this line. So thank you for watching. I'll be bringing more Transformer content very soon.